before the action stunts, before the global humanitarian image. Angelina Jolie was already known for something else, her fearless love of motorcycles. Among the machines she rode, one Harley Davidson became closely tied to her rebellious screen persona. These are 20 weird facts about Angelina Jolie's Harley Davidson, the baddest actress on two wheels. Number 20, Angelina Jolie learned to ride motorcycles before many of her major action roles. Long before audiences saw Angelina Jolie performing intense action scenes on screen, she had already developed an interest in motorcycles. Unlike some actors who learned to ride only for film roles, Jolie began riding in her personal life. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, motorcycles became part of her off-screen lifestyle. Learning to ride a powerful machine like a Harley Davidson requires coordination, balance, and a willingness to embrace risk. Jolie reportedly enjoyed the independence that motorcycles provide. Riding allowed her to move through city streets and open roads with a sense of freedom that cars rarely deliver. The physical engagement of controlling the throttle, balancing the bike, and navigating traffic created an experience far removed from everyday celebrity life. This early familiarity with motorcycles later helped her perform convincingly in action films, where riding scenes appeared on screen. Directors appreciated actors who already understood the mechanics of riding because it reduced the need for extensive stunt doubles. Jolie's comfort on two wheels gave her roles an added layer of authenticity. Instead of looking stiff or hesitant on a motorcycle, she appeared confident and natural. This authenticity helped reinforce her reputation as an actress capable of performing physically demanding roles. Her Harley Davidson riding was therefore not just a hobby. It became a skill that blended seamlessly with her cinematic identity. Number 19, her Harley Davidson choice reflected a preference for powerful cruiser bikes.
Talk to myself.
Angelina Jolie did not gravitate toward lightweight sport motorcycles, typically associated with racing culture. Instead, she showed interest in cruiser-style machines like Harley Davidsons. Cruiser motorcycles emphasize torque, stability, and long-distance comfort rather than high-revving speed. These bikes often feature larger engines and a relaxed riding position. Harley Davidsons are particularly known for their distinctive V-twin engines and deep exhaust sound. Jolie's interest in this type of motorcycle suggested she appreciated the feeling of controlled power rather than pure acceleration. Cruisers encourage riders to settle into a steady rhythm with the road. The riding position allows the rider to stretch forward slightly with arms extended toward wide handlebars. This stance creates a sense of command over the machine. Many riders describe cruiser motorcycles as machines designed for presence rather than pure performance metrics. When Jolie appeared riding one, the visual impact was striking. The combination of her strong screen persona and the imposing silhouette of a Harley Davidson reinforced the image of independence and confidence. Choosing a cruiser rather than a sport bike aligned perfectly with her public reputation as someone who often embraced bold, unconventional choices. Number 18, Harley Davidson motorcycles often appear in her action film imagery.
I got her!
Angelina Jolie's association with motorcycles became even stronger through her action movie roles. Directors frequently used motorcycles as visual tools to emphasize speed, independence, and danger. When Jolie appeared riding one in films or promotional imagery, it reinforced the idea that she could handle physically demanding stunts. Motorcycles in cinema often symbolize characters who operate outside traditional rules. The rider is exposed to the environment rather than protected by a vehicle's metal frame. This imagery fits well with many of Jolie's characters, who are often portrayed as fearless individuals navigating dangerous situations. The presence of a Harley Davidson also carries cultural symbolism. The brand has long been associated with rebellion, freedom, and American road culture. By placing Jolie on such a motorcycle, filmmakers visually connected her characters with those themes. The machine becomes more than transportation. It becomes an extension of the character's identity, even when stunt riders handled the most extreme sequences, Jolie's familiarity with motorcycles allowed her to perform many riding shots herself. This added realism to scenes that might otherwise feel staged. The connection between Jolie and Harley Davidson motorcycles therefore grew stronger through both her personal interests and the cinematic imagery surrounding her roles. Number 17. Harley Davidson riding requires significant physical strength and balance. Operating a large cruiser motorcycle like a Harley Davidson is physically demanding compared with riding smaller bikes. Many Harley models weigh several hundred pounds, especially when fueled and fully equipped. Controlling such a machine requires strength and balance, particularly at lower speeds. Riders must maintain stability when stopping, turning, or maneuvering in tight spaces. For someone like Angelina Jolie, learning to handle a heavy motorcycle demonstrates considerable physical coordination. Unlike lighter motorcycles that respond quickly to small movements, cruisers require deliberate input from the rider. Steering involves subtle shifts in body weight, combined with careful handlebar control. When the motorcycle begins moving, the rider must maintain balance while coordinating throttle, clutch, and brakes. These skills take practice to develop. Jolie's ability to ride a Harley Davidson confidently shows that her interest in motorcycles went beyond casual curiosity. Mastering a large cruiser requires dedication and patience. This physical discipline also complements the demanding preparation required for many of her film roles. Training for action sequences often includes martial arts, stunt coordination, and strength conditioning. Riding a powerful motorcycle fits naturally within that broader set of physical skills. Number 16. The Harley Davidson brand carries strong cultural symbolism in Hollywood. Harley Davidson motorcycles occupy a unique place in American pop culture. For decades, they have been associated with independence, rebellion, and the open road. In Hollywood films, Harley Davidsons frequently appear as symbols of characters who resist authority or live outside conventional expectations. Angelina Jolie's connection to such motorcycles therefore fits naturally with her public image. Throughout her career, she has often portrayed characters who challenge traditional roles and expectations. Riding a Harley Davidson visually reinforces that narrative. The motorcycle's distinctive design also contributes to its cultural impact. The exposed V-twin engine, wide handlebars, and rumbling exhaust create a machine that commands attention. When an actor appears riding one on screen or in photographs, the image carries immediate meaning for audiences familiar with motorcycle culture. Jolie's association with Harley Davidson motorcycles therefore reflects both personal interest and cinematic symbolism. The motorcycle becomes part of the visual language used to describe her as a bold and independent figure. Number 15. Riding offered Jolie a rare sense of anonymity in public. For someone constantly surrounded by cameras and attention, riding a motorcycle can create a rare opportunity for privacy. When wearing a helmet and riding gear, even a well-known celebrity can move through public spaces without immediate recognition. Angelina Jolie reportedly appreciated the freedom motorcycles provided in this regard. The helmet obscures facial features, while riding gear shifts attention toward the machine rather than the rider. This anonymity allows riders to experience ordinary moments that might otherwise be difficult for famous individuals. Jolie could ride through city streets or along scenic routes without attracting the same level of attention she might receive when walking in public. The motorcycle, therefore, became a tool for reclaiming small pieces of normal life. For many riders, this sense of escape is one of the most appealing aspects of motorcycling. The road becomes a place where personal identity temporarily fades into the rhythm of the ride. For a global celebrity, that feeling of freedom can be particularly valuable. Number 14. Harley Davidsons produce one of the most recognizable motorcycle sounds. One of the defining features of Harley Davidson motorcycles is their unmistakable engine sound. The V-twin engine configuration produces a deep rhythmic exhaust note, often described as a potato-potato cadence. This sound comes from the specific firing pattern of the engine and the spacing between ignition pulses. For riders like Angelina Jolie, the auditory experience becomes part of the appeal of owning such a motorcycle. Unlike quieter modern machines, a Harley Davidson announces its presence through sound. Riders often describe the rumble of the engine as both powerful and calming. It creates a sense of mechanical heartbeat beneath the rider. In film and television, this distinctive sound also adds dramatic effect to motorcycle scenes. The roar of a Harley accelerating through a city street instantly conveys intensity and momentum. Jolie's association with these motorcycles therefore includes not only visual imagery, but also the powerful acoustic signature that defines the brand. Number 13. Motorcycles complement Jolie's reputation for performing daring stunts. Angelina Jolie gained a reputation in Hollywood for taking on physically demanding roles that required extensive stunt work. Films featuring combat scenes, high-speed chases, and athletic movement became part of her career identity. Motorcycles naturally fit within this framework. Riding requires coordination, balance, and quick decision-making, all of which are valuable skills for action sequences. Jolie's willingness to learn physically challenging activities helped her stand out among actors performing in similar genres. Directors often prefer performers who can handle practical elements of action scenes, rather than relying entirely on stunt doubles. Jolie's familiarity with motorcycles therefore expanded the range of scenes she could perform convincingly. Instead of appearing hesitant on a powerful bike, she could ride with confidence and control. This authenticity strengthened the realism of action sequences and reinforced her reputation as one of Hollywood's most physically capable performers. Number 12. Cruiser motorcycles emphasize torque rather than top speed. Harley Davidson motorcycles are engineered differently from many sport bikes that focus on maximum top speed. Cruiser engines emphasize torque, which is the twisting force that moves the motorcycle forward from a stop. This design produces strong acceleration at lower engine speeds. Riders feel immediate power when opening the throttle rather than needing to push the engine to extremely high revolutions. For Angelina Jolie, this type of performance would create a riding experience centered on smooth, confident motion rather than aggressive racing behavior. Cruiser motorcycles often feel powerful and steady, encouraging riders to enjoy the journey rather than chasing speed records. This mechanical character matches the cultural image of Harley Davidson riding: long roads, steady rhythm, and controlled strength. The torque-heavy engine provides a satisfying push that riders describe as effortless power. Number 11. Harley Davidson ownership connects riders to a global community. One lesser-known aspect of Harley Davidson ownership is the strong community culture surrounding the brand. Around the world, Harley riders participate in group rides, motorcycle rallies, and social gatherings dedicated to celebrating the brand's heritage. Even celebrities like Angelina Jolie become part of this larger network when they ride such motorcycles. The Harley community often emphasizes camaraderie, shared experiences, and appreciation for mechanical craftsmanship. Riders frequently exchange stories about road trips, maintenance tips, and personal modifications made to their bikes. This sense of belonging can be appealing for individuals who value independence but still enjoy connecting with others who share similar passions. Jolie's association with Harley Davidson motorcycles therefore links her not only to a machine, but also to a broader global culture of riders who celebrate the open road. Number 10. Harley Davidson motorcycles rely on a low center of gravity that makes large bikes surprisingly manageable. One of the most interesting design characteristics of Harley Davidson cruiser motorcycles is how they handle their weight. Many people assume these machines must be extremely difficult to ride because they are heavy, often weighing several hundred pounds. However, Harley engineers design their motorcycles with a very low center of gravity. The large V-twin engine sits low in the frame, and the seat is positioned closer to the ground than on many other motorcycles. This design helps distribute the motorcycle's mass in a way that makes it feel stable and manageable once it begins moving. Riders often describe the sensation as surprisingly balanced despite the bike's size. For someone like Angelina Jolie, who rides cruiser-style motorcycles, this design would allow her to control the bike confidently while still enjoying the powerful presence of a large machine. The low seat height also makes it easier for riders to plant both feet firmly on the ground when stopping. This increases stability at traffic lights or in crowded urban environments. The frame geometry and weight distribution work together to give the rider a feeling of control, even when maneuvering a heavy motorcycle. While the machine may appear intimidating to inexperienced riders, the engineering behind it allows smooth handling once the rider understands its balance. Harley Davidson has refined this approach over decades, which is one reason cruiser motorcycles remain so popular. The rider sits deeply within the motorcycle rather than perched above it, creating a stable connection between machine and road. Jolie's comfort riding a Harley therefore reflects an understanding of how to work with the bike's balance rather than fighting against its weight. Number 9, Harley riders often customize their motorcycles to reflect personal identity. Another defining aspect of Harley-Davidson culture is customization. Unlike many motorcycles that remain mostly unchanged from the factory, Harleys are frequently modified by their owners. Riders often change components such as handlebars, exhaust systems, seats, paint schemes, and lighting. These modifications allow the motorcycle to become an extension of the rider's personality. Customization is so deeply embedded in Harley culture that many owners view their bikes as ongoing projects rather than finished products. Each change alters the appearance, sound, or riding feel of the machine. For a celebrity like Angelina Jolie, customization could also serve practical purposes. Adjusting the seat height, handlebar position, or foot controls can improve comfort and ergonomics for the rider. Some riders also modify exhaust systems to produce a deeper or more aggressive sound. Others prefer aesthetic upgrades such as matte finishes, chrome accents, or unique paintwork. Customizing a Harley allows the motorcycle to stand out even among similar models. The result is a machine that feels unique to its owner. In many ways, this philosophy mirrors the individuality often associated with motorcycle culture itself. Riders are encouraged to shape their machines according to personal taste, rather than simply accepting factory designs. Jolie's association with Harley-Davidson motorcycles therefore connects her to a tradition where riders treat motorcycles as creative expressions rather than purely mechanical devices. Number 8. Riding a Harley requires mastering slow speed control. While high-speed riding often appears dramatic in movies, one of the most challenging aspects of motorcycle control actually occurs at low speeds. Large cruiser motorcycles like Harleys require careful balance when maneuvering slowly through traffic or tight spaces. At walking speed, the rider must coordinate clutch control, throttle input, and rear brake pressure to maintain stability. This technique is often called friction zone control because the rider partially engages the clutch while modulating power. Mastering this skill allows riders to guide heavy motorcycles smoothly without tipping or wobbling. For someone like Angelina Jolie, developing this level of control would have been essential for confidently handling a large Harley Davidson. Slow speed riding is particularly important in urban environments where riders must navigate parking lots, intersections, and crowded streets. Many experienced riders say that mastering slow speed maneuvering takes more practice than riding quickly on open highways. Once these techniques become second nature, however, the rider can guide the motorcycle with remarkable precision. The ability to control a heavy cruiser smoothly at low speeds demonstrates strong riding fundamentals. It also highlights the physical coordination involved in operating such machines. Jolie's ability to ride Harleys confidently suggests that she invested time learning these techniques rather than relying solely on casual riding experience. Number 7. The Harley-Davidson riding posture creates a distinctive silhouette. Cruiser motorcycles like Harley-Davidsons are known for a very specific riding posture that sets them apart from other motorcycle styles. Sport bikes position riders leaning forward with feet tucked beneath them, while adventure motorcycles place riders higher above the road. Harleys instead use a relaxed cruiser posture. The rider sits low in the saddle with feet positioned forward and arms extended toward wide handlebars. This stance creates a commanding silhouette that is instantly recognizable. When Angelina Jolie appears riding a Harley, the visual impact is striking because the motorcycle's design emphasizes the rider's presence. The low seat and stretched riding position create a confident, laid-back appearance that contrasts with the aggressive crouch seen on racing motorcycles. This posture also affects how the motorcycle handles. The rider's weight distribution shifts slightly rearward, encouraging smooth cruising rather than aggressive cornering. For cinematic imagery, this silhouette works extremely well because it highlights the rider against the open road. Directors frequently use cruiser motorcycles in film for exactly this reason. The posture looks natural and powerful on camera. Jolie's image on a Harley therefore blends mechanical design with visual storytelling. The motorcycle becomes part of the character's body language rather than just a prop. Number 6. Harley Davidson motorcycles are designed for long-distance road travel. Although cruiser motorcycles appear powerful and aggressive, they are actually engineered with long-distance travel in mind. Harley Davidson has historically focused on creating motorcycles capable of covering large distances comfortably. Features such as low engine stress, relaxed riding posture, and stable suspension make these machines well suited for extended highway journeys. Riders often spend hours traveling between cities or exploring scenic routes. The steady rhythm of the V-twin engine encourages a calm, consistent riding pace rather than constant acceleration. For riders like Angelina Jolie, this design means the motorcycle can function as more than just a short recreational vehicle. It becomes a machine capable of extended road trips and exploration. Many Harley riders describe long-distance travel as one of the most rewarding aspects of motorcycling. The rider experiences changing landscapes, weather, and road conditions directly rather than through the filtered environment of a car. The motorcycle becomes both transportation and experience. Harley Davidson's emphasis on endurance and stability has helped the brand build a strong reputation among riders who value the open road. Jolie's association with these motorcycles therefore reflects a broader tradition of cruising culture, where the journey itself becomes the central attraction. Number 5. Harley Davidson motorcycles communicate through vibration and engine pulse. One of the defining sensory experiences of us riding a Harley Davidson is the physical vibration generated by its large V-twin engine. Unlike many modern motorcycles that aim to eliminate vibration entirely, Harleys intentionally preserve a noticeable engine pulse. The engine's firing order produces a rhythmic mechanical heartbeat that travels through the frame, handlebars, and seat. Riders often describe this sensation as part of the motorcycle's personality rather than a flaw. When Angelina Jolie rides a Harley Davidson, she experiences the engine not only through sound, but also through physical feedback. Each pulse reminds the rider that a large combustion engine is working beneath them. This vibration becomes a form of communication between machine and rider. Subtle changes in engine rhythm can indicate acceleration, strain, or relaxed cruising. Experienced riders learn to interpret these signals instinctively. The connection between body and machine becomes stronger because the rider feels what the engine is doing in real time. Many Harley enthusiasts believe this tactile relationship is one reason the brand maintains such devoted followers. While smoother motorcycles may feel technically refined, they often lack the visceral character that defines a Harley. For riders who value sensation and engagement, the vibration becomes part of the pleasure of riding. Jolie's interest in these motorcycles therefore places her within a tradition where mechanical feedback is celebrated rather than suppressed. Number 4. The Harley Davidson riding experience emphasizes rhythm over speed. Unlike sport motorcycles that encourage aggressive acceleration and high top speeds, Harley Davidson cruisers focus on a steady and rhythmic riding experience. The engine's torque-heavy design allows the motorcycle to move forward smoothly without constantly shifting gears or pushing the engine to extreme revolutions. Riders often settle into a consistent pace where the engine hums comfortably beneath them. This approach to riding encourages observation of the surrounding environment rather than constant attention to speed. The road becomes something to experience rather than conquer. For someone like Angelina Jolie, whose career often involves intense action sequences and high-pressure environments, the calm rhythm of cruiser riding can provide a contrasting form of relaxation. The motorcycle encourages patience and awareness. Riders feel the wind, watch the landscape change, and listen to the engine's steady cadence. This style of riding also aligns with the cultural image associated with Harley Davidson motorcycles: long roads, wide horizons, and a sense of independence from schedules or destinations. Jolie's preference for cruiser motorcycles therefore suggests an appreciation for the journey itself, rather than the adrenaline of racing. The motorcycle becomes a companion rather than a challenge, allowing the rider to experience motion in a controlled and deliberate way. Number 3. Harley Davidson motorcycles are engineered to produce strong engine braking. A unique mechanical characteristic of many large cruiser motorcycles is engine braking. When the rider rolls off the throttle, the engine itself slows the motorcycle by resisting forward motion. This happens because the pistons continue moving within the engine while the throttle restricts incoming air and fuel. The internal friction creates a slowing effect that reduces the need for heavy brake application. Harley Davidson motorcycles are particularly known for this sensation because their large displacement engines generate significant compression resistance. For riders like Angelina Jolie, learning to manage engine braking becomes an important skill. Skilled riders use this feature to control speed smoothly when approaching corners or descending hills. Instead of relying entirely on the brake levers, they can downshift and allow the engine to reduce speed gradually. This technique provides more control and stability during riding. It also contributes to the mechanical personality of Harley motorcycles. The machine feels actively involved in the riding process, rather than simply responding to brake inputs. Riders who understand engine braking often describe it as an additional layer of communication between rider and motorcycle. Jolie's experience riding such machines means she would likely appreciate this mechanical interaction while navigating winding roads or urban traffic. Number 2. Harley Davidson motorcycles carry one of the strongest brand identities in the vehicle world. Few mechanical brands possess the cultural recognition of Harley Davidson. The company has built an identity that extends far beyond motorcycles themselves. Harley logos, clothing, and accessories appear worldwide as symbols of rebellion and freedom. Owning a Harley often represents more than transportation. It becomes part of a personal lifestyle. When Angelina Jolie rides a Harley Davidson, she connects with a brand that carries more than a century of cultural history. Riders often form emotional attachments to their motorcycles because the brand represents independence, craftsmanship, and adventure. This deep brand identity explains why Harley Davidson motorcycles appear so frequently in films, music, and art. They communicate meaning instantly. A character riding a Harley often signals strength, independence, or defiance of authority. Jolie's association with the brand reinforces these themes in her public image. The motorcycle becomes a visual shorthand for confidence and individuality. Few other vehicles carry such immediate symbolic power. Harley Davidson has spent decades cultivating this reputation through racing heritage, rider communities, and cultural storytelling. The result is a brand that functions almost like a cultural language understood by audiences worldwide. Jolie riding one taps directly into that shared understanding. Number 1. Riding motorcycles allowed Jolie to step outside the Hollywood spotlight. Despite being one of the most recognizable actors in the world, Angelina Jolie has often sought ways to step outside the constant attention surrounding celebrity life. Riding motorcycles offers a rare opportunity to experience anonymity and personal freedom. When wearing a helmet and protective gear, even a famous face can blend into ordinary traffic. The focus shifts away from the rider's identity and toward the shared experience of the road. For Jolie, a Harley Davidson could provide moments where she is simply another rider moving through the world. The rhythm of the engine, the concentration required to navigate traffic, and the physical sensation of riding can create a temporary escape from public scrutiny. Motorcycling demands attention and awareness, which naturally pushes other concerns into the background. This sense of mental clarity is one reason many riders describe motorcycles as therapeutic. The road becomes a place where thoughts slow down and distractions disappear. Jolie's connection with Harley Davidson motorcycles therefore reflects more than a taste for powerful machines. It represents a personal space where she can enjoy movement, focus, and independence away from cameras and expectations. Angelina Jolie's relationship with Harley Davidson motorcycles reveals another dimension of an already complex public figure. Beyond acting and humanitarian work, riding connects her to a world defined by motion, independence, and mechanical character. Harley motorcycles represent more than machines. They symbolize the freedom of the open road and the individuality of the rider. For Jolie, climbing onto a cruiser means stepping into a tradition shared by millions of riders who value experience over spectacle. The rumble of the engine, the rhythm of the road, and the solitude of riding offer something Hollywood rarely provides, a moment where the spotlight fades and the journey becomes personal.